Brücke geht weiter, ja? Eine endlose Brücke, du. Quelle der Dunkelheit.
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hella.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Hella ist eine Riese.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Ich weiß nicht, wie wir
Hell
sowas
is reaching deep
kämpfen
inside
sollen.
of her. Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering.
Und das Schwert ist kaputt.
Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Alter, ganz ehrlich, ja. Wenn wir nicht hier die Hauptcharaktere sind, ich hätte am meisten Angst vor ihr.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It's real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Baby, you're already dead.
Who are you?
You stop believing Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't
zum
be him.
Licht.
It's just a trick. It's in your mind.
He doesn't know he's here.
It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Bis Snappy, danke fürs Vorbeischauen. Dann wünsche ich dir morgen viel, viel Spaß weiter mit dem Spiel hier. Also mir macht es wirklich eine Menge Spaß. Mal gucken, wie weit Leute kommen. Ne? Danke fürs Reinschauen. So, uns geht es gerade nicht so gut. Unser Schwert ist gebrochen. Und wir haben gerade Hela gesehen, ja. Ich weiß nicht, wie wir die bekämpfen sollen. Soll zum Licht gehen, aber ich will mir ein bisschen umgucken. Uns geht's noch gut.
There it is. You're imagining things. It's Teil. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going.
War zu langsam.
I told you it was the trick. You. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father, Zinbal, made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Also hat man nicht gerade einen tollen Vater, ja? Aber ich kann wieder laufen, das ist gut. So viele Schiffe hier. Kaputte Schiffe. Da hinten ist sogar ein Gebäude. Außerdem, ne, haben wir auch eine riesen Brücke und auch lauter Bauwerke, aber die alle gut zerstört sind. Herrenhelm. Nee, Hellhelm. Hellheim. Bevor ich da hochgehe, guck mal hier nochmal. Wieder so ein Gesicht.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away, because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Ein Geheimnis, ne? Gehen wir mal zu dem Kämpfenden.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's
Wieder
in
verschwunden.
your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your
Wir stellen uns das nur vor.
There's the truth.
There he was,
Where is it?
the lone figure of a
Ist
boy.
unten am Baum.
There, under the tree.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree.
There he is. You have to
She remembers the first time she saw him. her young eyes. They moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Dillian is waiting for you.
Keep going.
Dillian wartet auf dich. Also sehen wir da Dillian kämpfen.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Sigurd, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Sigurd plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Sigurd captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Seht ihr? Wir haben hier im Wasser keine andere Animation gegeben, wenn sie verletzt ist. Ich frage mich, ob ich jetzt mal besser zum Baum gehe oder hier zum Tor. Hähnchen, schau doch vom PC. Viel angenehmer. Und auch größer. Okay, das ist ein anderes Tor. Kannst du auch nicht fokussieren. Na dann gucken wir mal, was da zum Baum kommt.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest
Leiser.
that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Ich vermute mal, dass man am Ende des Spiels nochmal alle Nachrichten abspielen kann, die dann nochmal die Geschichte erzählen. Ja, wir haben gar keine Schwerter, aber wir sind eh gerade verletzt. Aber ich denke mal, wir finden demnächst dann ein neues Schwert. Da ist auch eine Leiter, die ich vorher nicht gesehen. Das ist auf der Ebene von dem Dings, was ich gerade mir angehört habe. Das ist ja so eine Abkürzung. Müssen wir nicht außen rumgehen. Wenn wir gleich wieder zurück müssen. Mein Gott, was ein Schiffsfriedhof, ja? kann man ebenfalls durchgehen. Mehrere Wege. Ziemlich weitläufiges Gebiet hier.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Das heißt, wir haben Kämpfen von Dillian gelernt, indem wir mal zugeguckt haben aus der Ferne. Verstehe ich das gerade?
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Das ist eine richtige Geschichte, die forterzählt wird, wenn man alle Runen findet.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's real. You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Sind wir gerade zu Hause, ja, oder was? Leben hier in so einen Hütten. Oder sah es hier so früher aus? Das kann auch sein, dass es früher so aussah hier.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Dillion? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Erklärt schon mal eine Menge. Wie wir Dillion kennengelernt haben und wie wir zu Dillion stehen. Also es ist unser Liebster. Der uns sogar das Kämpfen beigebracht hat.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillion? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Wir gehen da gleich hin. Ich sehe aber noch ein paar Sachen. Funktioniert nicht. Kaputt. Gleich da. Auch kaputt.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Kurz testen, ob es jetzt geht. Warum ist der kaputt hier? Auch keine weiße Schrift drin, ne? Das stimmt, ne? Mein Arm ist schon schwärzer als sonst, obwohl ich gar nicht weiter gestorben bin. Ich bin dreimal gestorben im Spiel. Aber der Arm hat sich vergrößert. Also es hat sich ausgebreitet. Menge Geschichten hier.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
So zum Baum gehen. Was ist hier? Noch so ein Ding, wo nichts ist. Wahrscheinlich, wenn ich beim Baum gewesen bin, muss ich dann hierher gehen. Akuso Steam, ich grüße dich. Aber wir haben das Spiel jetzt auch manuell auf schwer gestellt. Nicht mehr auf Auto. Da ist ein Schwert, oder was? Tatsache, das ist ein Schwert.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
Also das Schwert ist nur eine Illusion, das ist schon lange zerbrochen.
Find it. The metal. The runes. You need that sword. Go to the shard.
Wir müssen zu den Splittern gehen. Finde ich cool, dass die Dinger spoilern. Die Stimme in meinem Kopf.
Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see? Go to it.
Ah, das ist
A king in
ein
the
Stück vom
north
Schwert.
forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
Ein mieser Fluch, ja.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. It's all strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable.
Wo sind wir hier?
It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Dead in the air. You can feel death. Turn back.
Jedes Mal, wenn das Schwert gezogen wird, soll ein Mensch sterben.
Do something so dangerous.
Also es wurde verflucht von den Zwergen, die es geschmiedet haben.
Never risk her life.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Er ist hier nicht. Ja, und diese Splitter, die wir da sehen, ich glaube, das sind Schwertsplitter. Die nur riesengroß sind. Aus Us macht Mus, ich grüße dich. Dave, hallo. Autosave. Guck mal kurz hier hinter, bevor wir da reingehen. Das ist nichts, okay, Sackgasse. Er speichert jedes Mal hier. Okay, klopfen wir mal.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Backseat Whisper.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Wir sind hier für die Prüfungen. Lauter Türen.
I'll find him.
Wollen wir die Dinge anzünden? Super.
Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
Geh in die falsche Richtung.
These are the voices dead. Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? Don't touch the walls. You don't know what they might do. Turn back. She has to keep going. It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can save you. It's too scary.
Das ist ja merkwürdig. Ich glaube, die Räume verändern sich. Ich kann in Räume rein... Ah, das ist mit Absicht so gemacht.
I can hear him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Friendsomatic, ich grüße dich.
Louder. Listen, Dillian. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is. You're getting closer. Keep going. Senua, follow the voice. You're nearly there. Dillian's voice. It's him. He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him.
Das ist von rechts. Folge mal wirklich den Stimmen.
It's not here. We told you. We told you it was a trick. That voice doesn't sound like Dillian. What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's in there? What is it?
A secret room.
Boss. How do you get in there? How does she get in there? Maybe you could
Diese Backseat-Dinger, ja?
find a way.
Backseat Whispers.
Voice. It's not Dillian.
You're too close to stop. What's in there? Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find a think. Think. Focus. Use your
Focus.
He's disappeared. You know, to slip through your fingers
sich auch schon wieder verändert.
You don't recognize it? Don't doubt yourself, you'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do, you know it. She doesn't. Listen for his voice, listen. Dillian,
Hier brennt alles schon.
listen for his voice. Dillian. She can't hear.
Nee, das ist eine Verarsche. Man kann also sagen, da wo kein Licht brennt, war ich noch nicht.
Looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues.
Scheiße.
What's different? There's a clue. Light the torch. Light it. Look for the torch. Light it. Help you. What can you see? It'll help you see.
Okay. Das ist ein Schild, das sieht anders aus.
Where are we? She has no idea.
Die Schilder.
We're going round in circles.
Die achten auf die Schilder.
You think that sound is Dillian's voice? It's a trap. You walked right into there.
Jetzt sind wir richtig.
Where they want you. How could you?
Das ist wieder der Durchgang, ne?
That voice is Dillian's. It's not. It's beckoning you to your death.
Du musst auf die Schilder achten. Fee Blanc, ich grüße dich. Das kennen wir noch nicht. Fee Blanc. 4 Monate. Das ist dasselbe Schild, was ich zum ersten Mal sehe hier.
Größer als 2, kleiner als 3. Nein, es sind schon 4.
Ah, das sind schon 4. P. Blaumann, vielen Dank für 4 Monate. Natürlich vielen, vielen Dank für den Resub. Was ist neu? Habe ich das schon angeschaut? Nee. Ist neu.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Wie wir sehen können, haben wir jetzt ungefähr 60% nicht ganz, aber wir sind über 50% vom Spiel. Ah, jetzt sind wir hier. Das haben wir von außen gesehen, das ist gut. Aber die Tür geht nicht auf. Vielleicht von der Seite. Wir sind daran außen vorbeigegangen. Das ist was Optionales, würde ich im Geheimraum. Das ist ein Geheimraum. Ich muss prüfen, ob es aufgeht. Rennen kann ich übrigens nicht.
Does everything look the same? Looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues. What is it? What's different? There's a clue. Look.
Okay, wir bekommen immer wieder Hinweise nach Sachen, die anders aussehen. Also merken wir uns mal jetzt auch ein Schwert, wie das Schild aussieht. Und 2 Schwerter. Glaube ich hier wieder, ne? Ja. Mal umdrehen. Dasselbe nochmal. Wir sind gerade wirklich in einer Endlosschleife hier.
Let her think. No, don't let her think. Space. She just needs. No. She doesn't think.
Das hier ist immer wieder derselbe Raum.
Just us. She needs us to help her. Think clearly. What do you need to do? She needs us. Do you need to tell her what to do? Another strategy. She needs to think she can.
Ja, hat geklappt. Hat geklappt.
Think. Shh. Give her space. Give her space.
Rückwärts gehen.
Let her breathe.
War los, Mann. Ich grüße dich. Geniechen, ich grüße dich. Aber wir gucken gerade nicht mehr ganz so klar. Das Schild sehe ich zum ersten Mal. Hier ist ein Gang ganz eingestürzt, hatten wir auch noch nicht. Das sieht sehr einladend aus. Okay, das ist der einzige Weg. Würde ich sagen, sind wir am Ziel.
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
Wir erleben gerade Sachen aus unserer
It's the
Vergangenheit.
darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
Wir haben Angst vor unserem Vater.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
A chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Wow, okay, da haben wir einiges vor uns an Splittern. Das ist eine Erinnerung von uns von damals, bevor wir abgehauen sind. Guck mal, ja, das Fortschreiten.
You did it, but there's more.
Das Fäulnis. Leute, so bin ich gar nicht gestorben.
There's still more. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you
Kein Splitter.
She hasn't got the energy.
Aber wie es aussieht, halten wir unseren Bauch nicht mehr. Uns geht es also besser als vorher. Nächste Erinnerung.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Das ist so ein versteckter Ladebildschirm hier.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels... What is this place?
Ein versteckter Ladebildschirm.
It's creepy. Creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange.
Die falsche.
Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks. There he is. There he is. The light. Go towards it. He's in the house. Find. He's going in. He's disappearing. Follow him. Don't let him disappear. The air. Where's it gone? Keep going. How do you find it? It's just a trial. It's just another test. You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Eine Prüfung.
Then you will succeed. He's so close. Just one little test to do.
Deiner Test.
Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. To the water. She could taste the rot.
Wieder so ein Stargate.
She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed. You must.
Muss von da oben die Brücke angucken.
To the house. Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial. It doesn't finish until you get to the house. Before he disappears, Senua. You have to get in.
Das ist ein Hoch für mich.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
That's it. You did it. She did. It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle.
So. Tür ist jetzt hier offen.
You found a way to climb the tower. The ladder. Quick. What now?
Aber es ging gar nicht, auch gerade gar nicht mehr rückgängig zu machen. Die Tür wieder zu versperren.
She did it. You fixed the bridge. She fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house. You succeeded.
Erinnert auch ein bisschen an God of War. Party ab drin, Leute. Schade.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
Focus on the runes.
Focus the runes.
There was a Northman called Grettir. Big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
Ich habe gerade ein bisschen Angst, weil wir jetzt schon beim 3/4 angekommen sind, der gesamten Runen hier. Habe ich so viele übersehen? Kann ich mir gar nicht vorstellen. Aber andersrum, diese Splitter, ne, die muss ich auch noch alle durchgehen. Sind ja noch ein paar.
What's that sound? They're coming for me!
It's too much. Someone's calling me. What's that voice?
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him.
Dillian?
Go to him.
Dillian,
He's trying to save me. There it is. Huh? It's close.
Okay, was ist denn nachher da jetzt? Ich darf da auch nicht hingehen. Es kam immer näher, ne? Ja, es kam immer näher.
There it is. Huh? It's close. It's close. Move away. Don't let it see you.
it is.
Go towards it. Run. Focus. Two more. Run! Run now! Run! It's not safe here. Run! You don't even have your sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? Find your sword. It's that creature. You can't defend it. It's Dillian. Find the creature. It's Dillian. Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like. What should I do?
Wir müssen Runen suchen. Ja, cool.
The light. Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look. I have to find one more. One more.
Da kommt er.
Find the other side.
Oh mein Gott, der geht einfach durch.
Where is he? Where are you?
Ich wollte es gar nicht lang. Das war die erste Rune.
I can't find
Jetzt die Tür wiederfinden.
Don't let it see you, it's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Irrgarten. Das sieht gut aus hier.
Senua!
Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Immer wenn wir keine Schminke tragen, ist es eine Rückblende.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.